name is Breyden Casucci, and how many of you guys have had a dog or had a dog in the past? Okay. How many of you actually had to feed your dog a pill? Okay. For those of you who had like feed your dog a pill, did you guys find it easy? Raise your hands if you found it easy. Okay. And people that found it hard? Okay. I'm in the boat where the people that found it hard. Some people might say it's easy, but in the end, it was a little bit harder than I thought. Because maybe depending on your dog, some dogs are just stubborn, like my dog. My dog is a Cocker Spaniel mixed with a Pit Bull, so I don't know, maybe it's a Pit Bull in him, but he was just stubborn, hyper, and just wasn't having it. So my whole informative speech is to actually tell you guys kind of the best way to feed your dog a pill. So stated by a doctor, a veterinary doctor that I have named Jessica Vogsling. She stated, getting a pet to take their medicine is one of the greatest challenges in veterinary medicine. So after I read that, I kind of thought it was a little bit easy. I kind of felt better about myself that I wasn't screwing up like a simple task. So the ways I did it, I did like a couple ways to try to feed my dog the pill. What I did was first just put it in his like kibble, and I was just put it in the bottom of it and hope he would eat it. And he just ate around it, and really the pill was like the only thing left there. After that, I was like, okay, maybe I'll try this other way. So I broke up the pill and sprinkled like all the stuff that was in it into the kibble and just mixed it around. And I thought that would work for sure. But I come back later and my dog actually just didn't even touch the food at all. It was just sitting there untouched. So after that, I just grabbed like a piece of like ham actually and I just wrapped it around with the tablet. So once I did that, I gave it to my dog and he started to chew it, which was kind of weird because normally he just swallows it whole. After he like chewed it, he actually just spit it out, and it was just there. Like the pill and the ham just came out unchewed, just sitting there because I guess he didn't like it. So I went to like a normal person, I Googled the problem. I was just like, typed in, what am I doing wrong? And I come across a website from Washington State University, and the whole website basically just described how I was doing all the right, like there's many ways to try to feed dog medicine, but one of the hardest ways is like a pill. So when I was doing that, I read it, and all the ways I tried doing by just putting it in, breaking it apart, and putting just ham around, those are all options, but sometimes they just don't work. So what I did was, this time, read it, and it said, I need something like smellier, like something that actually like hide the scent of the pill, because I guess dogs are able to smell that, and they don't really like it. So after I did that, I went to the store and had to buy this hamburger meat. So I did that, and when I got back, I actually just got this barbecue sauce, and after I put the meat in a ball and put the pill inside of it, I just drenched it with barbecue sauce, and I left it out. It took a little bit. At first, he wasn't really buying it, so I was like, oh great, I'm going to have to look up another option, go on another website. But then he actually finally just, instead of like chewing it like normal, like how he did with everything else, he actually just swallowed it whole this time, because I think he couldn't smell the pill that was inside. So after that, I finally got him to eat the pill. And what's funny about that is after that, my grandma called and said, hey, I'm having trouble. My dog's not eating a pill. And like my dog, they're both really young. They're really like pups, a year old, so they've never really tried it. So I was like, oh, perfect. So figuring this out already, I just gave the info to my grandma. In the end, she actually figured it out and did the same thing I did and got her to eat the pill in just less amount of time than I did. So I'm doing this speech was basically to help you guys understand how to feed your dog a pill, so you didn't have to like go through what I did and struggle figuring out everything. So yeah, thank you, and that's all.